Pasará nada. Muchos tornados, Estados Unidos. Gran tempestad, como jamás se haya visto en la humanidad, viene sobre Estados Unidos. Fuego, mucho fuego sobre las costas, escucha esto, pueblo de Dios, sobre las costas del Océano Pacífico, por la parte de California, por la parte, hay mucho fuego y vapor similar a lo de Argentina. Muchas tempestades vienen sobre esta nación. Motos, escucha esto, pueblo de Dios, y no te olvides, cuando comienzan a haber más fuerza, escucha esto, con más fuerza las tempestades allá en Estados Unidos, cuando comienzan a caer más granizos, cuando comienza el cielo a ponerse como de sangre, escucha esto, y el cielo como gris, con más tempestades, pueblo de Dios, ahí van a comenzar a ocurrir estos terremotos más fuertes. Pasan. Escucha esto, pueblo de Dios. Mira que el Espíritu en esta noche me permite hablar, pueblo de Dios. Y esto es lo que el Espíritu está permitiéndome hablar para lo que va a ocurrir prácticamente en toda América.
Mom, it literally jumped. It went when you left.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's just coming towards us. Look at the smoke. Look at the smoke right here. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. We should... Look at this. Look at the...
I'm headed your way. You on PTH?
No wonder they're sending everybody.
They're what?
No wonder they're sending everybody here.
That's the fire station, isn't it? Oh no, it's right by it. Yeah. Why are they sending everyone here? Just because it's like right by.
They're requesting more equipment.
Well, I'm going to show you what happened here. This poor soul right here got burned out. Literally burned. This is a body, people. A body. This is what fire does. A small dog. This is what happens. I was not, but, oh my God, I'm feet away from here. This is where I jumped over the fence right there. This guy didn't make it. There's a bunch of dead bodies here. We got trapped. Oh. Oh. I cannot believe, people, that my car runs. Now, this is the poor guy who came down to get my crippled friend out, and he didn't make it. Nobody made it down here. These people all got burned out. I was right down below them here, and my friend, as the car's on fire, you can see he's dead, and his mother. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, these people all got burned out. There's dead bodies in here. They're all burned. Every fucking one of them. You can see the bones in the front seats. These people got burned out in their cars like I almost did. Dead, dead, dead. Everybody here is dead. All 4 cars. I went to their house right here in this white car to get them out. She had to put her makeup on. She died because of it. I cannot believe my Jeep made it, my dogs. I prayed. This is the Holy Spirit working for you. I mean, my dogs went through the fire. It's totally meltdown. Oh, everybody died down here. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. Hi, babies. God, we're all right. We got trapped down here. We couldn't get out. My friend that died, he's a crippled. He's dead. That's just a horrific way to die. Horses made it. Oh my God. I'm so lucky to be alive. I went down the canyon into a creek. It came over me and I thought I was going to die. I ain't lying. I'm gonna write a book about this. Incredible.
Burned yesterday, and this is where people just got out and vacated their cars. So they're just lined here along the road. It's like a ghost town right here. Just cars left in the roadway. School bus right there. Burnt out school bus. More cars.
Discovery and Lakeside 2, I'm for you, bus repair light.
Another fire we're watching this morning in California, not just three fires, and not just one rather, we're watching three. This is a real fire crisis that is producing more heartbreak for the community of Thousand Oaks. The scene just yesterday of what we were covering, the bar shooting, the mass shooting early yesterday. Now, wildfires racing through Thousand Oaks. This began yesterday afternoon, and they've destroyed homes and prompted mandatory evacuations in Thousand Oaks and in other parts of Ventura County on the outskirts of Los Angeles. Obviously, the morning shows in Los Angeles are following this so closely, but you see how they are trying to stop the advance of these flames, which have whipped up in just a matter of hours, have already destroyed and damaged literally thousands of structures. And John Northcott, let's look at these pictures together. What are you tracking most in California right now?
Yeah, as you say, Heather, it is the speed of this that has been incredible. In some cases, we're talking a matter of minutes before these become fully engulfed, and then people try to leave their homes. Yesterday, terrifying stories on the freeways of people trying to get out of these communities, and described it as a tunnel of fire and smoke along the freeways. We're talking people with trailers, people with children, people with pets, and then literally having to flee their vehicles. This as power lines explode and fall onto the freeway to get to. But the toll in terms of properties, we're talking about homes, supermarkets, businesses, restaurants, even retirement homes, those with mobility problems, very difficult to get them out. They have been moved. There are many others, though, elderly, disabled, people living in their own homes who've tried to contact relatives, and many of them, their fates at this point are unknown. Again, it is the speed of that, everyone caught off guard to the point where people are anxious to get away and in many cases leave everything behind and are still getting stuck, as they say, on the freeway trying to leave. Leaving that fire, that's called the Camp Fire, which is really euphemistic if you ask me. And let's go to the Woolsey Fire, which is affecting Ventura County and, as I mentioned, Thousand Oaks. I mean, you cannot imagine the heartbreak already because of the shooting and now the fire at its doorstep. Exactly. This is a community that not only affected by that tragic shooting yesterday, but a community around, this is Ventura County, Thousand Oaks. As you head north from Los Angeles, you'll go through Oxnard, and then you'll hit this area as well on your way to Santa Barbara. They have been hit. Again, the rapid progress of it, it jumped the 101 freeway. And as anyone is familiar with the drive up the California coast, the 101 is a huge freeway. It literally jumped that in a matter of seconds, growing at a pace of some 40 football fields every 30 seconds. Imagine trying to outrun that. Let's listen to a firefighter describe the situation. This fire is wind-driven, erratic fire behavior. Officials expect in many locations it will, in fact, hit the ocean. One other aspect to this area, Ventura, the town of Ventura itself, much of this was hit during last year's wildfires as well. Heather?
Embers were flying over our head. Huge embers, small embers. It was glowing. It was hot. That's where this is getting out of control. Those little demon embers.
The intensifying Woolsey fire has quadrupled in size in just hours. Firefighters are doing their best to battle the raging flames as they jump from one house to the next.
With these high winds, it's really hard with the ember cast that's happening. It's really hard for us to save some of these homes. So what we're doing is putting a water curtain in between some homes to stop the fire from leapfrogging and catching other homes on fire.
30,000 people have been evacuated so far. We were there as flames overtook another Oak Park home, despite firefighters' efforts. Big problem firefighters are having here, even when they think they have this under control. Embers fall and another house, blown in by these strong winds, start another fire. The number of evacuees is expected to rise as embers push ahead of the fire. One evacuation center was even forced to close down as the flames spread. And just west of here, another blaze, dubbed the Hill Fire, topped 10,000 acres yesterday. This neighborhood was being inundated with embers falling from these fires overnight. This neighborhood, 15 to 20 houses burned here overnight. This is one of them. This was all driven by these wind-driven embers falling down into this neighborhood, just suddenly lighting up a home. Others around it were standing here and there. Homes have been destroyed.
So, listen, John, as I understand it, we were aware that there was a fire burning, say, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday in the area, but overnight, things changed dramatically. What happened?
Put it down to the very dry conditions and very strong wind gusts up to 55 miles an hour. From over to the west of us overnight, driven by the winds, embers were falling into this neighborhood. Put it down to the winds and very dry conditions.
Have you talked to anybody in the neighborhoods? I mean, I'm guessing that most people decided to get out of Dodge, but are there people that are still there?
The neighborhood has been evacuated. There was one man here last night who came running down the street, alerting people to a house that was suddenly on fire, alerting fire crews to a house that was suddenly on fire up the street, but generally no. People have left here. It's too dangerous. This fire moves very quickly. That's why people are gone. This fire moves very quickly. That's why people are gone. This neighborhood was being inundated with embers falling from these fires overnight.
That's where this is getting out of control, those little demon embers.
This was all driven by these wind-driven embers falling down into this neighborhood.
That's where this is getting out of control, those little demon embers.
I mean, we're talking about a plume that extends up to about 10, 11, 12,000 feet, so it's just massive. Visible from just about any point in Southern California, I assure you. I mean, it's just a monster of smoke just enveloping Malibu right now, guys. I mean, we're talking about a plume that extends up to about 10, 11, 12,000 feet, so it's just massive. Visible from just about any point in Southern California, I assure you. I mean, it's just a monster of smoke just enveloping Malibu right now, guys.
It's about 11:30 in the morning. I got about an hour of sleep. This is what's left of the side of my home. You can see how hard the firefighters fought to save not only my home, but my next door neighbors as well. This is, I know things will grow back, but this is a hell of a battle, and I cannot thank the firefighters enough for all their hard work, because this was crazy, to say the least, and I wanted to thank every single firefighter that worked to save my home last night, this morning.